Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and I make content basically about me, myself, and I as I navigate my 20s as a post-grad gal, as someone who is newly starting in their career, and as an artist. So welcome on in. You're here, welcome, you made it. If you're not new, hello, welcome back. It's lovely to see you. Today I thought it would be neat to kind of take a trip down memory lane. There's a lot of nostalgia involved with the past, but really there's something sort of special about 2006, 2007, 2008, even 2009. Those years just, first of all, iconic, but also a lot of us were in our early grade school days. I particularly was in middle school, and as someone that is new in their career and just kind of stepping foot into the real world and real jobs and all of that, it is kind of just crazy to look back at elementary school and be like, I was kind of laying the framework for where I was going to be now, and the world was truly our oysters back then. It was very much you can be anything that you want to be. No one really adds in that you cannot be anything mythical or magical, really, because they just do not exist. But for me, my biggest worry back then in those days, 4th grade, 5th grade, was catching the latest episode of Total Drama Island and if I was going to be nominated to be a hall monitor or not. And surprise, I did not get nominated to be a hall monitor ever, but it just goes to show I wasn't worried about much. I wasn't worried about much back then, and I feel like that's the way things should be when you're young. You should just be concerned about what kind of game that you're planning to play with your friends on the playground. It was just simpler times. And I have a lot of fun memories from elementary school, but I also remember the amount of quizzes and assessments and things that they took. We didn't always know, or they didn't always specifically tell us what they were measuring at the time. But we did take sometimes career assessments and little things that were supposed to kind of measure either your personality or some of your interests and kind of align you or match you up to a certain career or a certain field of work that you might be interested in. And I remember some people would always kind of take them too seriously. Some people would, make fun of other people for what their results would say. But it was really just a fun time of younger self-reflection and just being what am I really and truly interested in, even though the hardest thing I've encountered is learning cursive, learning your times tables, but it was really just, I think it's sweet because it's one of the few times in grade school that they were really what do you want to do? Because once you hit high school and once you start to get into college, it's people expect you to know, people expect you to have it all figured out. So it's kind of sweet to reminisce on those good old days where you could be I want to be Bob the Builder, and someone was you can do that, you can be Bob the Builder. As someone that is newly starting in her career, I'm about a month into my new job, which is crazy. I thought, why not take a career assessment that is aimed for elementary schoolers? We're throwing it back once more. I definitely wasn't thinking, that hard when I was taking those kind of quizzes or assessments about well, if I choose this answer, then this is the outcome that I'm gonna get. I don't remember being that strategic in my thinking, but definitely now I'm gonna try to not think about what I want the outcome to be or what it's gonna say. I don't even know what the options are on this quiz that I've chosen, so yeah, we're just gonna see what, by standard of this quiz I'm about to take, I'll link it down below as well, what my career should be. What career do I need to be going in, or what career did I miss out on that this quiz says is the one for me? We're about to see. Let's go. But I will say, when I was younger, when people would ask me, young Michelle, what do you want to be when you grow up? It would be a variation between fashion designer. I don't really remember telling people that I wanted to be an artist, but I always loved art. So I think some people just inferred oh, Michelle wants to be an artist, but I would always say fashion designer. That did not work out for me in the slightest, but that was my dream. So we are going to see what this quiz has to say about me, my personality, and what I really should be doing with my life. Maybe I've got it all wrong. Maybe I've made a terrible mistake with my choices of work, and maybe I need to listen to what they've got to say here. Okay, I am doing the career quiz for kids on the Love to Know website. I just looked up like career assessment for kids. Ideally, I would have tried to find like a more like school educational one, but I couldn't really, I don't know, I feel like they probably have that stuff under like firewalls and like other protections, so I don't see one of those, but we're gonna try this one instead. I have no clue how many questions it has. I have no clue what kind of careers are built into this, so this is an adventure that we're taking together. And I will just read what it says up here. It says, do you know what you want to be when you grow up? Maybe you're a perfect performer, a sharp scientist, or something even more awesome. See if your personality matches your future career with this exciting quiz. I feel like kids, and honestly adults too, their personalities can change in an instant, so we're gonna see what this thing's got to say about me. Interesting first question. If you were asked to help clean the house, what would your answer be? This is not something that I thought that they would ask, so it's interesting. Maybe I'll truly learn something more about myself today. Okay, how about I make dinner? They asked you to clean the house and you're gonna ask about dinner? I mean, that is deflecting, and good for them if they were trying to get out of that. Only if we can listen to music and dance while we clean. That sounds like me. Let me make sure the cleaners we use are safe first. Oh, like the ingredients in the cleaning materials, they want to make sure that they're like safe for use. Or sure, why don't you rest while I clean? Aw, and only if you time me. Ooh, I gotta go with the only if we can listen to music and dance while we clean. If I want a certain amount of time to pass, put on some music, dance, and you blink and like it'll feel like the cleaning is going by a lot faster. The website has like gone into, maybe they're trying to also channel their 2008 like level of coding, level of like website building, so it's gone into like I don't know, it's like having a hard time here, but we're just gonna continue with it anyway. Which after school club would you most like to join? The running club? Absolutely no. Automatically not that one. Volunteer club, okay. Robotics club, drama club, cooking club. This is hard. I don't know how my elementary school self would have answered this. Maybe I would have said like cooking club. I don't actually know. You know, for me, really, I probably like, if you asked me like last year or 2 years ago, maybe I would have done volunteer club. I love everything about the arts and drama in the respect of like theater, but I don't really think that I am much of an actress. And then cooking club sounds fun, so maybe I'll go with cooking club. I feel like that could be a fun adventure. Which movie would you watch 100 times? This is such an interesting career quiz. Okay. Despicable Me 3, Sing, Peter Rabbit, Ferdinand, and The Incredibles. I feel like I've actively watched The Incredibles 100 times. Never seen Ferdinand, never seen Peter Rabbit. I've seen Sing, and I wasn't that big of a fan of Sing. And then I do enjoy Despicable Me. 100 times though, that is a long commitment. That is a lot of time. I think I'm gonna go with The Incredibles, and hopefully, I don't know, I feel like The Incredibles is more of a classic for me, so we're gonna go with that. If you could pick any one book to read for the rest of the year, which would you choose? I've Loved You Since Forever, This Is It, How to Code a Sandcastle, Russell Wrestles the Relatives, and Dragons Love Tattoos. Never heard of any of these. They're probably really exciting and hip for, you know, the elementary schoolers nowadays, but I have no clue about any of these. Rest of the year, for the rest of 2022. I had to pick one of these books. You know, I'm gonna go with How to Code a Sandcastle. I thought I was gonna go with This Is It, and maybe some of you thought I was gonna go with I've Loved You Since Forever. But How to Code a Sandcastle, maybe it's got a little bit of tech in there. Maybe it's got a little bit of a vacation moment in there with like sandcastle and sand. Maybe it's a little bit of a teaching moment because it's saying how to. I don't know what that book is about. I'm not going to look up the rest, but I will look up this one that I have decided to choose. Book by Josh Funk. There is a read aloud of it. Ooh, I think I made the right choice, period. It looks good. I will actually go listen to the read aloud afterwards and we will see what this is all about. Is there like a blurb? Oh, from the computer science nonprofit Girls Who Code, period. I just felt like there was something good about that. Comes this lively and funny story introducing kids to computer coding concepts. I did not think it was going to be a picture book, so I might, run out of things to read in that book very quickly for the rest of the year, but I'm happy with my choice. I am. Where does your dream vacation take place? Ooh, a dream vacation. Okay. Legoland, Disney World, the Super Bowl, Italy, or a dude ranch. I gotta look up a dude ranch. Like a western-y vibe of a place. Definitely not a dude ranch. Never been to Legoland, but I was never really a kid that was into Legos either. I've been to Disney World once. I hope to go back soon. But I don't know if that's my dream vacation. And then the Super Bowl, it's Italy. I've been before and I would go again. I would love to go on a European tour. It is Italy through and through. Which word is your favorite? Oh my gosh. After, graduating college and dealing with like some super tricky questions on quizzes and tests, it's kind of refreshing to take such a simple, honest-minded quiz. No trick questions here. We just want to know about you, and I appreciate that. I do. Which word is my favorite? Which question word? Where, who, how, what, why, and which. I mean, you can't really go without any of these, so like, love all of you, but I am gonna choose why because I am that kind of person that's like, well, why is that? Or why is this? Which video game system do you most like to play? My brother has the Nintendo Switch. I haven't really been able to get into it much, but I really like the Wii. I never was really into Xbox One, and I'm so sorry. I probably should know what an Atari is. I think maybe it's like an old school game. Maybe. Which animal would you choose to be for one day? Depending on where this pig is, its life story might not be so exciting. Little does it know, it might not be going through the best of days pretty soon. Think it'd be cool to be a cheetah. You can be super fast. A horse goes into like horseback riding competitions. Those can be intense but really cool. A guinea pig, you're not doing much. You're in a cage. The cheetah, that seems cool. I like a cheetah print, so there you go. Which board game would you rather play? Operation, Candyland, Life, Twister, or Speak Out Kids versus Parents? Ooh, I don't know Speak Out Kids versus Parents, but right now it's between Candyland and Life. Operation is cool for like 5 minutes until it, unless you're with people that are really into it, it's like, and then Twister is like the same thing. Unless you're with people that are really into playing the game, it'll fall off. So I think I'm gonna do Candyland. Candyland is the one for me. Which candy best describes you? Right now, I am going to go with the first option, Swedish Fish. It holds a lot of nostalgia for me, and they're simply delicious little sweet packages of joy. These are honorable mentions. I've had all of these. Big League Chew. That is also very nostalgic 5th grade candy for me. My 5th grade teacher would always give them out as prizes. Yum. Starburst, Smarties, Lifesavers, all delicious, but Swedish Fish, mwah. Wow, I thought that was going to be the end of this quiz. We've got more excitement right here. Wow. Ooh. If school only had one special all day, which would you pick? When special. These are like, okay. Like they can't not have lunch. Is that like a thing? Lunch, computer, library, gym, music. Who is making anyone choose lunch over another like course? Everybody's gotta go to lunch. So like, which show are you most likely to watch after school? Oh my gosh! Kids Baking Championship sounds exciting, but never seen that. Skylanders Academy, is it like a Sky High situation? That also sounds like maybe exciting, but again, I've never seen that. Beat Bugs, not my thing, even though I really loved like Zaboomafoo and like getting to see like jungle things. Don't know what Beat Bugs is. Magic School Bus, so good. Sesame Street, a classic. I'm gonna go with Magic School Bus. I will not deliberate on why. It's just good. Okay everyone, my results are in. So it says you are a first-class foodie. Whether it's growing vegetables, raising livestock, or cooking, you love all things food, helping others to enjoy great meals with a career in food or agriculture. Farmer, chef, baker, restaurant critic, butcher. Your personality, likes, dislikes, and learning style can tell you which kind of job would be best for someone like you in the future. Now that you know what job might be best for you, take a personality quiz to see if it matches up with your future career. Thank you, Love to Know. So they said I'm a foodie and I should get a job that involves food or agriculture, and my line of work could not be more different than that, but that is okay. I do enjoy food. I do enjoy nicely crafted food and trying new recipes on Pinterest, and that's super fun. So I wasn't expecting to hear those results from that today, but maybe that's where I needed to be all along. Who knows? I do enjoy especially making desserts. I love baking, so that's fun as well. I feel like the lunch question really skewed that. I was not thinking about the fact that they just wanted to know what subject I liked the most. I just feel like everyone should have a lunch break. Despite my confusion about the lunch question, just know that I really did enjoy taking this quiz and filming this video for y'all. It was just fun to see the kind of impact that my responses to these questions would have on the outcome. So yeah, and it was just a nice throwback to back in the day when I really was like considering what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. If you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button to let me know, and if you want to see more of me, feel free to subscribe. But until next time, I hope that you guys have a great day. Bye! Thanks for watching!